You're
No. How you doing? Yes, we can hear you. And we can hear you. Oh.
Let's see if you can hear me now.
Turn it up in my
Okay, cool. Now my
headphones.
audio's there. All right, cool. So that took a minute.
Dr. Bayo.
Streaming is always fun. So what is good, y'all? Welcome to our third ever Moon Piece live stream, but this is the first one with all three of us. I have my co-host
Oh,
Kimmy
Hey.
and your boy Daniel San.
what up? Happy to be here.
So, if you can't tell already, we will be live streaming the final chapter, the big finale of My Hero Academia, chapter 430. We will be doing a
Wow.
live read through every couple pages. We will be taking turns, giving you our thoughts and everything like that, kind of breaking down the chapter. This is a somber moment for some people, not so much for others. Kimmy, how you feeling? This is like your favorite series. You wanna let people know how you feeling about this ending before we get into the chapter?
It is. I'm. It makes me so emotional seeing like the before and after to see the 10-year difference. Seeing everything from literally 2014 to now, like that. So many of my friends, like through My Hero Academia, like my really close friends, and a lot of people in the cosplay community, like this has like created like lifelong relationships for me. It's been so much. Like I'm absolutely watching like the last episode. I'm gonna stop. Like I know I'm gonna stop, but like just like reading the manga by itself, like I teared up. I'm not gonna lie to you, I teared up. You know, we're here for
Okay.
my boy too, and I'm happy with the ending. Could some things have been different? Yes, but I am happy.
Okay. Danny, how you feeling?
I can't say the same for Danny, but
Damn, didn't even let the boy
No,
get his shit off yet.
no, I've been following My Hero since season one. I can't believe it's been 10 years since the series came out. It's been a great ride. I've always liked My Hero. I've always had high aspirations for it. It's definitely solidified its place in the Shonen Jump Hall of Fame. It
Yeah.
was definitely a good series to come out when it did, because of other series that came to an end, like Naruto and Bleach. So for someone who's been reading weekly for a long time, not having the big three in that weekly rotation and having my hero kind of fill that slot,
Yeah.
like that was part of my weekly routine for years. New chapter of my hero. So to see it come to an end, I'm happy I'm here.
Hate to see it. Hate to see it, man.
and you
I
got the
mean,
My Hero tattoo.
Yes, and I got the plus ultra tattoo.
he is the biggest,
Fonts
the
Times
big
New Roman.
Tom's New Roman, the biggest My Hero Academia
Not
fan
that
here.
smart.
I mean, listen, my feelings about the ending is, I binged over the past like week, from like right where Bakugo should have died, up until the ending. I caught up what, like 6 7 days or whatever. So I didn't get to feel all the lag that a lot of people felt during the war arc. So I got to kind of speed run it, but I felt a couple moments here and there. But overall, I think that a series that like lasted this long, 430 chapters, I think they kind of stuck the landing here with the ending, and I feel like a lot of series don't pull that off. Like it's really hard to stick a landing. So it looks like we have two chats from Serena Moon. Hi, Kimmy. And then she said, "I need to read the manga. I've
Hello.
only been watching the anime." So
I
guess
think
you
that
might
that's a
want to dip from
shame.
here.
Yes, unless you've
It's
been spoiled already. Like I know a lot of people have been spoiled so far, so we know little
But like,
tidbits here and there. But
what's there to spoil? Like
chill. Don't
what's
do
the
that.
what's
Don't
the
do that. Don't
okay?
do
All right,
that.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
do
I'm sorry.
that.
I'm
Don't
sorry. I'm
do
sorry. I'm
that.
sorry.
Anime only. Don't make it into a hate session for the people that's here to like enjoy the final chapter, man.
100%.
Can't even help himself. So you guys want to talk about this cover page, this art right here? Your boy Deku with the scar on his face, with everybody running down. How you feel about that?
Glad to see
It's
our
so
boys
cute.
front
It's
and
so
center.
beautiful.
One at a time,
Period.
guys. One at a
As he
time.
deserves to be. Sorry, Danny first.
No. I was just saying I'm glad to see our boy front and center. I wish he still had that like fade, at least on both sides. Give my man a
Yo,
new
the fade
cut.
went hard, bro.
The fade was kind of good. If they did it on both sides,
he would have been fuckboy Deku.
If he had that fade, Uraraka would have given him the buns in that one page.
We're not even. Oh my!
Stop!
Yo, can I say the memes that have been coming from this ending? They are cooking this boy, and I love it. They cooking him.
I haven't seen it. No, I haven't seen him.
Son, they got him working at McDonald's and shit. Like they cooking him.
Yeah. Yo,
they are cooking him. Like, bro, they say his.
It doesn't even help that they have like official artwork of Deku like working at McDonald's. Like, so like they're bringing it back. They're like, oh, he's going back to work here. Like,
the boy is struggling, but I mean, it's cute. You know, 10 years, man. You had a good run. Also, how you feeling, Kimmy? The fact that the big announcement was just a character poll.
I know. I'm like,
poll.
Big announcement next week, guys.
If you guys haven't heard, the big announcement that they've been saying that they've been hyping up, that's gonna be like, you know, everyone was like super big project, blah blah blah. It's gonna be a worldwide character poll. So normally they have a character poll for every is it manga volume or something like that, but it's only Japan. So now it's like, no, it's officially just it's worldwide. So, but on the bright side, they did say it was going to be like first place winner of the character poll is going to be on the main stage. They get a special new illustration. They get a bronze statue. Global fan art contest. It's going to be a lot, and they get a special video. So it's not what we were all hoping for, but.
Yeah, I got cooked, boy. I was like, sequel series,
stuff.
movie. I was like,
no,
damn.
Just a character poll where we see Bakugo be number 1 again.
Like, why even make that like pre-announcement if that's what all it was gonna be?
There should have been one anyway for the last chapter.
To be fair, Deku finally beat out Bakugo's like years-long streak. So Deku has officially won first place for the first time in like ages. So
my boy Stain deserves first place.
But Bakugo will win the character poll.
Bakugo. Nah, my boy Stain. Stain is number one. Stain is number one. Sarita said, I love you guys' podcast. Overall, by the way, it's so entertaining. You guys are funny. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I don't think I'm that funny, but definitely Danny is.
No. No, that would be Kimmy.
Funny. Don't play.
All right, let's get into this.
You're different. You be laughing at me.
Oh, no, pobrecita.
Never.
Let's get to it, guys.
All right, let's get to this first page. Let's see. It's already been destroyed. That depends on what you people decide to do tomorrow. And then we cut into the beginning, the first lines. People are not born equal. We each take shape differently, which leads us to care about others. It's because one's mind and body are unlike anyone else's that we're drawn to others in the search for common ground. Midoriya, is that what's that boy name?
Koga?
Koda! It's Koda!
So, listen, lo siento. I'm not great with names. A lot of characters. Listen, I'll be having to remember One Piece characters. I can only fit but so many names in my head. Let's see. Midoriya. Deku Sensei. Where are we meeting up for the practical exercise this afternoon? This with his truth about society. At the bus stop. It'll be a lesson on how to get to USJ. I learned at age 17. Okay, so they're not showing Deku's face yet. They're not giving you a full reveal. But
boy, is that guy cut up.
Really filling that suit.
So crazy.
No, I meant like the scarring,
He's
his
a creature.
hands.
Yeah.
I mean, he was fighting for his
Yeah,
life.
his
boy.
hands, his face. I mean, he lost both his arms and then he got them back. Yeah.
They just gave Broski a
But
little
Coda,
city
can we talk about Coda being older and going to? He wants to be a hero now.
I mean,
Like
listen,
his
8
big bro
years.
Deku. I don't know.
8 years. You got to get to it, into the thick of it. Everybody's a hero. But yes, I mean, it's not much here on this first couple of pages. So, Danny, you want to take over the next
Yeah.
couple of pages?
Yep. Here we got just like a flashback, a series of flashback panels. Not flashback. I guess from the 8 years, it's just breaking down everything that's happened over the 8 years, narrating. There's no denying that on that day, I felt everyone's supports, hopes, and prayers. Even now, those voices encourage me. If sparing a thought for someone else is the first step towards herodom, then on that day, everyone was a great hero. I was hardly cut out for the dream I held, but it came true for me anyway. And the tale that began when my body took action before I could think comes to an end with the ember of one for all. In that case, why am I still writing this? Because there are more pages yet to come. So here in this series of flashbacks, you're seeing what the Class A has been doing since, during the 8-year time skip. And you see Bakugo doing physical therapy even, which was,
Yeah.
really good to see.
And your boy Tentacle is curing racism with Pepsi.
What? With Pepsi?
Stop. You never seen?
No, the Kendall Jenner.
I mean, that's what's happening.
Yeah, the Kendall Jenner Pepsi thing.
Listen, man, heteromorphs lives matter, man.
That's true. Yo, Ida
Not wrong.
in that graduation, I'm assuming he was valedictorian.
Yo,
It looks
his
like he got
slick back
that
hair?
high fade. That's
Yo,
His slick
he's
back.
looking
See,
fresh.
Ida Ben had the fade. He been had the fade. He just never had his hair slicked back. So now that he
Yeah.
did it,
nah, this
He
should
looking
go
fresh.
hard. This
people be
should
sleeping
go
on my
hard.
boy Ida.
Can we also talk about my boy? He dropped his book. My boy Spinner.
Is that in one of the panels?
Yep, the top left, the League of Villains. He dropped his book.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. League of Villains. We can talk about that story.
But what is
What's
it?
this explosion
Also,
that's happening?
Eri and Coda being friends.
Oh yeah,
Bakugo going hard.
Eri and Coda. I'm
Being
happy to
crazy.
see that they're friends. They're
What
definitely
panel
gonna
is
be.
that? Oh, I see it all the way to the right. Oh, that was like, okay, that's when they was younger. I was
All the
like,
way
I
to
thought it was
the
gonna show
right.
him old. Yeah, I thought it was gonna
I
be
mean,
him
you
older.
knew.
Yeah, inevitable.
I mean, you knew they were gonna like eventually meet with like Deku. Like they both love Deku so much. Like
Yeah.
they're my baby ship. I love them.
Or baby ship. Let's see. We got a chat from Genesis. This series died for me when they forced that Endeavor redemption. Haven't looked back since. Besides that, I enjoy you guys' podcast. Keep up the good work. Once again, One Piece is still big me. Cooked.
Love that. Love it. Thank you for the
Cooked.
support.
Listen, I was a fan.
mean,
I think
honestly-
Endeavor was executed very nicely. Actually, that's actually one of my favorite parts of the series.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of liked it too.
Right? Like, I think that, like,
I wouldn't
honestly,
mind
if
it.
Endeavor was the main character,
He didn't redeem himself, but he tried. He really did. He turned
At least
over a new leaf,
tried.
but he didn't redeem himself.
Kimmy, how do you feel about
At least
it?
he tried. You know, I feel like there's two ways it could have gone. Because if he would have died, he would have gone out a martyr, and it's like you don't deserve that. Like that's a really cheap shot ending. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But like if he, at least he discovered his ways. You know,
Yeah.
because I guess that is true. Like you could be an absolute asshole of a person, but if as long as you like discover and you realize, yeah, I was an asshole of a person.
Yeah.
Let me try to make up for it. It doesn't mean that you deserve to, but at least he tried. So
But
I
I'll
give
say
him
this,
that much.
Kimmy, at what point do you feel like any character should die? Because it seems like you make a lot of cop outs of why people shouldn't die, in regards to just saying like, oh, but this is a cop out because of the trope and everything like that. But like, nobody died in this war.
Well, Shigaraki died.
I'm talking about heroes.
None of the big people.
Oh,
I've-
true.
The
Well,
only
oh
hero
my
that
God.
died. Please
Well-
don't tell me what's her name. Midnight. I don't care.
Oh,
Midnight,
wow.
yeah, she
I
died.
don't care.
We don't care.
don't care about
no, I
Dami
actually
Mommy?
did though. I kind of
Fine,
did.
she could be
I,
all Dami
I was
Mommy all
upset
she
when she
want.
died.
But they off screen that shit basically. It was like, and she's cooked.
Yeah. No, I was upset when Midnight
I mean,
died.
they
I liked
stepped
her.
on her real hard.
Whoa.
I liked her too.
I like that, but nobody died for a big war like this.
Yeah.
Headshot should have died.
Headshot, bro.
Headshot should have died.
Bro. Now it makes me. Now that it's over, I'm even madder about the Bakugo thing. Even madder. I'm like, oh, so nobody's cooked. All right, let's
No,
get
you
to
know
the
what
next.
Ending for Endeavor. If he would have let Toya kill him,
Yeah,
I feel like that would have been.
I agree.
listen, I wouldn't have been mad if
If
Endeavor
Toya would have
died.
killed him, he would have been like,
Yeah, I wouldn't have been mad if Endeavor died. It was just a matter of like, I think that Horikoshi definitely punished him a lot. I'll say that.
Yeah.
mhm.
I agree.
Like,
I mean, it
he's,
was deserved.
he's cooked, no pun intended. All right, so let's get to the next pages. Kimmy, you got this?
Yeah. All right. 8 years later. High school is just around the corner for you bunch. You're to fill out and turn in your career goal forms by next week. Then we got a whole classroom full of random kids in middle school, and everyone's super excited explaining. So it's got to be UA's course for me. Support items are all the rage these
It's the
days.
course
I'm
for
shooting
me.
to get hired at Lightly Labs. That's the design agency. That's the design agency that brainiac Hatsume works at. I'll follow in the footsteps of Dr. Ryu Yoshida and become a physician who can cure the incurable. You can count on that. I want to join Gel Inc., which went down in history during the Cyber Wars 5 years back. Girl bosses who can code are too awesome. Someone else hits up this kid and goes, wait, you're also shooting for the hero track? Hey, don't peek. Gonna be kind of tough given your quirk. I mean, come on, Dai. Well, you never know. Especially since the villainous rate is on the downturn, which means they're cutting back on the number of pro heroes. We're looking at an era where only the uber powerful can be heroes. Everyone's really changed. When we were little, every last one of us was nuts about All Might, Endeavor, Best Jeanist, Deku, Explosion Murder God Dynamite, and Shoto. We wanted to be them. I get it. I'm the only one who never grew up. So when I'm feeling unsure of myself, I always come here. So in this page, you see the boy who, I'm going to call him Mushroom Boy, because
I was
he's
calling
looking
him
like a cute little
Toad.
mushroom with his bowl cut.
Yes.
He's basically
Oh
Toad!
my God. Facts. 100%.
He's giving Toad. Oh my God. Okay, first off starting, I love this. It gives a little intro into what like everyone's futures have gone. Like, of course, we knew Hatsume was gonna, get her own company and be there and just be like top of the notch. Like,
Yeah,
she's
good
making
for
money.
her.
She's doing her thing.
Yeah.
I always liked her
Also,
as a
can we
character.
talk about La Brava and Gentle being married? They have rings on. Rings.
I'm
They
so
got
happy
married.
for them.
Yeah, man. La
Love
Brava
them.
and
Love
Gento,
that for them.
they showed out during the arc. I wasn't even mad when they showed up. The thing is, like, I like the characters. It's just, I think sandwiching them in that like festival arc really like brought it down for me.
I disagree. I don't think that they were sandwiched in. I think that the whole point of the arc was to like for the class to come together and for Deku to have an opportunity to number one, test out his new powers, and number two, take care of a situation on his own. And not only did he take care of the situation, I thought it was great. I loved it.
I agree with Danny heavily.
A little slow for me.
But I also love the little. I like the little ring arounds for this. Obviously, this is like a repeat of Deku, what we've seen. But it's like in the new generation, and that's always gonna happen. History repeats itself.
Well,
Can
at
I
first
just
I was
say-
like, oh,
Corey,
did
it's all
boy have a
yours.
son?
Oh wow. No, that would have been quick work for him. Oh my God.
I
Too
was like, did bro
young.
have a son? I don't know. I don't know how. I
20
can't be telling
what,
how old these kids are
24?
supposed to be. I was like 8 years. I don't know. The
It's
math
8
wasn't
years later.
mathing. Yeah, the math wasn't mathing.
And they were 16.
Can I just say one thing I really just wanted for Bakugo is to drop that corny ass name that he had came up with and just stick with Dynamite. Dynamite hits so
I know.
hard. Get rid of everything else, bro. Everything else is filler.
He literally could have been like an alternate All Might, Dynamite.
Yeah, perfect.
Dynamite. And they spelled it. They corrected it.
Love
so
it.
it is dynamite. But
I love it.
Can I say Horikoshi? We're gonna see more of it, but he definitely is. He's filling out the women as they are 8 years older now.
And what do you mean he's
I mean,
filling them
to
out?
be
Look at Hatsune.
Okay.
okay, but to be fair, if you guys didn't know, in the manga they are canonically a little bit thicker than they are in the anime. Just
Oh,
just
yeah,
so
I mean,
you know,
I'm not
because
saying they
people have
were, but
compared them side by
he
side.
definitely added some extra oomph with his time skip.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right.
The tits are bidding. So
All right, let's get to this next page. Let's see. Ready to try your best as a first year die? Looking up at All Might statue. Tentacle, you done remarkable work since your debut as a pro. You devoted your efforts toward finding peaceful resolution to conflicts surrounding discrimination based on body type, which is still a concern in rural areas, in recognition of your achievements and influence. Basically, don't go to the South, y'all. You're the latest recipient of the Imamura Peace Prize. I'm dedicating the honor to those who joined the uprising 8 years ago. All I've done is stand atop the resolve that they demonstrated to the world. Nothing more. Next, in team-up news, Ingenium, Froppy, Creati, and Uravity have been torturing elementary schools nationwide. Torturing? Touring. Ha! I was like, torturing? Recent times have seen a decline of the villain emergence rate and a broadening of the role that heroes play in society. Part of this expansion is the plan spearheaded by Uravity to expand access to quirk counseling, which is thought to be the most essential initiative of all in this day and age. Hey, you seen this, Midoriya? Your old pal is about to drop a few notches down the Billboard chart again. Kacchan? Uh-oh. Who say you get up in my face? I ain't your entertainment. You want to die, pal? You were trying to clean up his act, right? Todoroki's really going to take the lead now. All right. So, your boy, Tetsuko, cured racism, like I said.
Yo, I have no interest in the heteromorph agenda.
It felt so.
you may not have interest, but it's cool.
It just feels forced.
It feels forced. It's a good message. Remember, I was saying, listen, we people of color, we respect a series teaching people that racism is bad, and treating people for how they look is different is fucked up. But this should have been sprinkled in a little bit sooner, a little bit more throughout the series, instead of it seeming like All for One was just like, I need to give Spinner a reason to fight.
Yeah. Yeah. And making Tentacle relevant.
I wish they went in more to his backstory, because they showed a tiny bit in the recent opening, but that was pretty much it.
What's crazy to me is that he got this series of panels and this attention and time skip mentioned, but we didn't see anything really for Denki or Momo or Kirishima, or he got this small moment. Sure, it's small, but it's still more than some of the other characters who had development and who had more time and attention. And this guy just, I don't want to see you, bro.
I want to see you, bro. We got some chats.
It would have been.
Let me read the chats real quick. Genesis said Bakugo should have died.
Facts.
Serena Moon, Midnight's death made me cry. And definitely agree. I'm not sure exactly what she's referencing there, what we was last talking about, but those are the chats right there. Girl, you. The funny thing is, you agree with us, and you just can't say it out loud about the Bakugo thing.
No, I agree. He shouldn't have died twice. That's the only thing. It should have been once. They faked it. All right, he's back. But killing him off completely, nah.
So basically, he should have died.
No. They could have fake died and come back. Once.
He did fake die and come back twice.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. He didn't have to come, he didn't have to get fake killed twice, is what I'm saying. But he should have died.
Yeah. I'm happy to see Uraraka and all them, in community work, and leading counselings and stuff like that for kids. I think that's really important.
I mean, definitely makes sense with what's her
Girl.
name, Toga's like storyline. You know what I
Toga.
mean?
She made sure
Yeah.
that everyone has counseling, so Toga's story will never happen again to somebody else. And I love that for her. The fact that she grew up and she did some shit with her life. She wasn't just a, protagonist, like main character's love interest. Like, no, she did more. She did more. So
Yeah.
I'm very happy for her.
One thing I'll commend Horikoshi
Eri?
about is like kind of expounding upon like all the flaws that are actually in this world, which is one of the reasons why I think I wish the series lasted a little bit longer, had like a longer time skip to see them do things before like that final war, because like showing like all these pitfalls, like, yeah, you should be like counseling kids instead of like all of them like getting shunned with all these quirks happening, like all like the same way we have mental health resources now. You can see Horikoshi is, the boy is woke, third eye open.
Truly.
Agreed. Aizawa Sensei rocking that like short bob cut, that like dirty
A
ass
little
hair.
shorter
though.
than a bob, but yeah.
Bro looking like Pete Wentz from Fallout Boy.
Stop. You're so right, though. But can we talk about Eri with her little guitar on the back? Like,
It's probably a
good
violin.
for her.
It's probably a violin.
Probably it's something. No, it's a
Yeah.
guitar. It's bigger than her.
Yeah, but
Sure.
She's just small.
I think it's. I agree again though that I kind of wish Bakugo calmed down a little bit, but I can respect him still being on that same time. And
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, he's
He
still like
probably
in his
did.
young 20s. He's still got that youth.
They like what, they about like 24,
Four.
23?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like 24. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Next
Yeah.
pages.
All right.
Here we
you
get
got
a
this?
Here we got a shot at Todoroki. Well, he's out here. He's out there doing good day and night. He might be a little awkward, but he treats all his fans equally with respect. And these days, people are thinking of him as Endeavor's son less and less. You know how Togata Senpai skyrocketed to the top of the chart, surpassing Kamui Woods and Mount Lady along the way? Now, Monoma and Honenuki are matching that energy and coming up fast. The other day, Togata Senpai even joked about quaking in his boots. Aizawa, do you miss it? Midoriya. The thing is, when you and Fua Senpai were chatting all those years ago, a thought had occurred to me. I might be quirkless again, but as long as I made use of my experiences to encourage others, well, there's something kind of awesome about that. I'm pretty awesome now, right? Maybe? You should be stricter with your students. I'm telling you it matters. These days, the type of kids who make it here to learn from us are basically a golden ticket to be future heroes. We have to be tough, keep them humble so they don't get big heads. Understood? You were so nice to us, though, Sensei. Then we're cutting, narrating Deku. Ever since we all started working, our time off never seems to line up. It's hard to plan get-togethers. Absurdly popular with the male demographic. It's the chivalrous Red Riot. Now dive into his surprising origin story. Look, it's Red. Yeah, unbreakable. I do get a real kick out of seeing everyone's success, and when I get to thinking about our time in school, I tend to come here. And here we get to see some little boy tripping and Deku going to save him.
Risking his life.
From day one. Yeah. Glad to see Shoto, but he literally looks exactly the same.
Literally only just
His
gave a
hair's
headshot.
a little
Like,
shorter.
His face is a little fuller. Well, whatever.
he's
His
a
hair's a little
man.
shorter, face a little fuller. Yeah. Some people just look the
They
same.
really did Deku grimy because his hair looked doofy as an adult. They really should have just gave him the buzz.
terrible.
They should have gave him the
Right?
buzz.
The Naruto
bro.
buzz. The Naruto fucking time skip buzz.
Well, not a full buzz, not a buzz
Well, now,
cut. Ew, no.
actually, I think Deku with a buzz would go hard.
You never know
No.
with a scar on his
Like a-
face.
Yo, the
Psychopath.
Deku with the waves? Come on, girl. Deku with the waves?
With
Get
the
that boy a
waves,
do-rag?
I can't with you.
Yo, seeing Red Riot, Kirishima, and then what's that other guy? Tokoyami?
Yo,
Like-
bro, think he
Yeah,
Johnny
Tsunoyami.
Depp with his little perfume ad. Savage.
Oh my god. Dark
So
wings
hard.
could be yours.
Hilarious. But
But can we
oh,
talk? Hold up. Can we talk about like absurdly popular with the male demographic? What you mean by that, Horikoshi? What you mean by that, huh?
He's a man amongst
Just
men.
saying.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah, your
The
boy.
gays love him. We love to see it.
And to
Yeah.
go to God
Horikoshi
is,
is just always. He's just always really always going to like be subtle about this kind of stuff. So I respect it. This is little like, there you guys go.
yeah.
Love.
Other than that, I mean, just really just Deku just reminiscing, thinking about how all his friends left him behind, and he peaked in high school.
Also, small
I'm
note.
just saying that is what it is.
That's so
I mean,
funny.
you're not wrong, but everyone was saying that like Deku didn't have a statue like in the that's portrayed, but
I was
Deku's
tight.
right there in the front next to Shoto. No, he's there. He's right there next to Shoto.
What
There
statue
is a
you
Deku
looking at?
statue
The one behind the foot.
behind the foot. In the group that all the figure and stuff.
Why they got him
Like-
behind Shoto though? That shit is
No,
so.
he's
First of all,
like
that
next
shit
to
is
Because
him.
he's a hero.
No, they're
Keep
all in a
up.
circle.
Yes, they're
Really?
all.
They're all in a circle facing a different direction. So he's not next to Shoto. He's not behind Shoto. He's next to him.
Damn, that shit is so far in the back, boy.
I don't know why did he do
What
that?
is
He should
there?
have brought that to the forefront.
Yeah, like I wish I could have
It's
seen that
small
like
details.
better. But that's such a big
Also,
deal.
One detail I did not realize until someone pointed it out, but next to his shoe is both Jiro and Denki's hero agencies are right next to each other. And I thought that was really cool.
How are
Yeah,
you
so I was
supposed
like,
to know
ooh.
that?
It's if you look at the
lightning
detail,
bolt
you
and a
see the
headphone.
and a headphone jack.
You know what? The
I know.
anime is
That's
probably
what I'm
going to
saying.
elaborate on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's really subtle with this kind of stuff, so they show it like in the anime. So I'm sure the anime will brighten it
It's
up.
just
a lot
like-
better.
It's so frustrating when you give me an epilogue. Epilogues don't usually last 5 chapters, right? It's usually 1 chapter that's a little longer than all the other chapters.
Yeah,
And it's just like, just seeing Tokoyami and Kirishima and even Tentacle, they just have like these small little moments. Like you could have just done that in the epilogue. Why are you just giving us like these like small things? Like what you just pointed out with Denki and that other girl. Like, come on, how are we supposed to have known that shit?
yeah. I think with the epilogue itself, I think instead of it skipping a week, it should have went straight into the 8 years, and then we learned
Yeah.
some stuff retroactively. I wish it just wasn't, because it's a lot of information, a lot of little details that Horikoshi is trying to like stuff in, and at this point, it's more cramming than it is like being like sneaky or things like that. It's like I got 22 pages. This one's not even. Usually, sometimes epilogues are longer than this, like longer than 22
Exactly.
pages. Usually, they're like about like well, at least the last chapter of things is usually about what. I don't want to say 40, but it's usually close to 40,
No, like-
right?
25, 28,
Yeah.
somewhere around there. So whatever.
And I get Horikoshi's health, so I don't want to like knock him to say like he should do more work. Like that's not my complaint either. So I'm
No,
cognizant.
again,
of their
like,
health.
He has editors. He has people that could have led him a little bit differently to say, hey, make better use of the 5. If you're going to give an epilogue of 5 chapters, plan it out, make better use of it. So it's not his fault entirely.
Yeah. Kim, you have any thoughts on
Alright.
that?
I think they could have done it in the way that Haikyuu did the time skip, in the way that there's like a break, a time skip, and then you see the progress from there, and the story continues, and then epilogue. Like Haikyuu, I think had 2 epilogues, and then like Asian bonus chapters years later, which I think was fine, and that would have been fine, something like this. So if he goes that route and decides to make a couple bonus chapters down the line, I wouldn't be mad about it. But
Yeah.
I just wish we would have had more time to explore this, like in the future type of
Yeah.
realm. That's all.
I'm harsh because
Whatever.
like if I'm the one who's you that if it don't occur in the main story, then you ain't do your job. If you gotta do bonus chapters and side things to like finish your narrative, I'm like, nah, you ain't. That should have been the
But
main
like
story, bro.
the Haikyuu bonus chapters, those are just like for fun, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, they're just for fun.
Like,
It really
they're not,
just
like-
adds like fun little context.
Yeah, that's why I figured
Yeah.
from Haikyuu.
All right.
But reading the next page, okay, the little kid falls down, but both Mushroom, Toad, as we're calling right now, Toad
name is
and Deku
Dai.
both reach for him. And Midoriya catches the little kid. Goes, close call. Thanks, mister. It's like, Then Toad gets all starry-eyed and Deku, Izuku Midoriya. Whoa, you really holy cow. Is that so? You're almost in high school. They say that the times are changing fast and in big ways, so someone like me can't keep up anymore. Since I've got a super wimpy quirk compared to my classmates. That's why I visit the All Might statue and ask him if I can become a hero like all of you did. And then Deku looks and he's like having a moment because he realizes this has gone full circle. And he says, "Can I become a hero like you, All Might?" And he hears his voice in the background. And he talks to the kid and says, "Your quirk allows you to throw a saucer-like object from your hair? The hair-based quirk? Taking the cue from Mineta, that could be workable. You could stack them from boosted and maybe even change their size. Seems quite versatile," as he's like muttering this all to himself, and the kid's like, "Ooh, creepy," but encouraging at the same time. Ever since my own dream, Deku says, "Ever since my own dream came true." And he goes, "You'll be fine. After all, didn't you make an effort to reach out and help? And didn't you make an effort to reach out with a helping hand just now?" He says, "It's my turn to plant dreams in others." Deku, full circle.
Yeah, this
Thoughts?
is good. Good moment for Deku. I'm glad he caught the little kid. I don't really have much thoughts in these 2 pages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's
The
kind
main
of his quirk is ass. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
His quirk is
terrible.
ass. Hang it up, my guy. Join the support course. Join the interview course. The media and technology crew.
Hey, listen, if freaking, like you said, if Mineta could be a hero, anybody could be a hero.
Yeah, but we didn't
because
see
Mineta's quirk is ass.
we didn't see nothing from Mineta.
Mineta did not even earn that shit, bro. Let's not did not earn that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, hero by
That's just
association.
I mean, Horikoshi's
That's
message
all
is
I'm saying.
everybody can be heroes.
Okay.
No, I always say
All
that.
right, Corey, you're up next.
Next pages. We get the All Might statue. Are these like statues of? Is this like a bunch of civilians? The statue, or are these people behind the All Might statue?
They're civilian statues because everyone was a hero
Oh.
that day.
Oh yes. And you see, you got Deku. You got Deku talking to Toad. "Do your best, kid. Ganbare."
Gambare.
I'd be lying if I claimed I didn't miss it all. But as long as I can still inspire and encourage others, then I say this is still the tale of how we became great heroes.
God.
Walking into
The cherry
UA.
blossoms. With the cherry blossoms, I know that's gonna be. I'm gonna tear up when that happens in the. God.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's really just him still encouraging this kid, and Deku still reminiscing on his good old days.
Yep.
But he's gonna plant seeds into the future, right? Let's see. We got some chats. Serena said, "I love Tokiyomi." Genesis says, "Damn, he killed Toga. Man, this series keeps disappointing me. How you gonna kill best girl SMH?" And then
Toga's best girl.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, Genesis said, "Laughing my ass off. He peaked at high school. LOL. Spit your facts."
Unfortunate, but
Yo, that's so funny.
Serena says, "I like that Horikoshi made subtleties to the designs as young adults. It's inspiring." And then laughed at "not hero by association."
It's true.
And Genesis last comment, "Wait, is this why social media says Deku working at McDonald's?"
yes, that's literally why.
Part-time.
It's because it's rough. It's rough.
What
out
a
here.
real story though. Sometimes you do peak in high school.
Not me though, but some people.
I'm sorry, I wasn't. She was like, "You throwing shade?" So you
No,
want to go to
I
the next
know.
page?
Yeah. Here we're cut into. You know what I like in that the previous page it says like the end, and then All Might comes in like psych.
I'm here.
You're late, kid. I would have met you at the airport if I'd known. I've got a surprise gift for you. Oh, is that a wall scroll? The data obtained from the battle between me and All for One 8 years ago apparently opened up all sorts of exciting possibilities. So they tell me. Just as quirks themselves grow and deepen, so too does technology. You mastered using multiple quirks at once, so I want you out there giving us more data. This must have cost a fortune. I can't. My overseas friend and young Hatsume came together to create this, and the project was funded by your old chums from Class A, led by Bakugo. Don't try to hide it. Your body still has a way of leaping into action, right? Take this to heart, kid. You've also earned this power, fair and square. All of us for all time. And then it cuts to, come on, Deku, Bakugo.
Yeah. How you feel?
I liked it.
Oh my God.
I thought it was cool that he gets that Iron Man suitcase suit thing.
I mean,
I like it too.
I'm amazed that why All Might look healthier than he did during that war.
I mean, he gave him like age lines. I'm happy that they're showing that like he's still like he's gotten older. But honestly, I'm very surprised he's still alive because everyone said he's supposed to be dead.
Bro, he should have got
literally
ripped in
his
half.
powers. He should have got ripped in half. I will.
His
I will
body should have just given
heavily-
up on him too. I feel like he was dying in episode 1. Right?
Yeah,
Bro
is
bro
heavily
survived
breathing.
all 100. How you survive 430 chapters while dying?
So when he lifted up his shirt in like the first chapter, I was like, "Oi,
Bro,
oh my god!"
You ever seen like a store in your neighborhood that always says like going out of business or store closing, but it's been like that for like your whole life?
That's All Might.
That's
Yeah.
All Might. That's
I'm dead.
bro been going out of business for 430 chapters. He get
Right.
resilient. I'll say that.
You're
There is nobody who stands on business more.
You're right.
I'm glad that they really used that suit that All Might had against All for One, like fine-tuned it,
Yeah.
and then like gave it to Deku.
Makes
And
sense,
I like
right?
that
Yeah.
they like emphasized that this must have cost a fortune because not just like anybody can be out there with these suits,
Yeah. Plus,
Absolutely
like
not.
it's a
I
good
heavily-
like combination because I found it dope when All Might was essentially fighting like Deku, like using a bunch of the kids' quirks and things like that to like really hone in on like beating All for One. So like this passing down to Deku because honestly, All Might was Batman with prep time in that fight. Yes, he
Yeah.
should have died, but like he really was Batman with prep time. So
I liked it.
so Deku having that knowledge and like also just like being able to analyze things completely already, like this, yeah, he's gonna cook in this shit.
Might as well go to the next panel then.
Well, your boy Bakugo, he told everybody to Venmo him, so he's the guy who led the charge.
He even got the hand out, like, let's go.
The
old-
memes, the cat memes I've been seeing is so fucking funny.
Oh, with
Like
Bakugo.
everyone, cash out. Yeah, just like everyone, like, cash out, or like cash app All Might right now. Like, and seeing the cash apps come in killed
Well,
me.
Deku
It's so
making
funny.
minimum wage. He a teacher. Educators don't get paid.
That's true.
Yeah.
Probably even at
Right.
UA.
Even
That's
at
really
UA.
That's really sweet for
Well-
Bakugo to have like led the fundraiser.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, on the bright
GoFundMe.
side, like, on the bright side, I would still think UA teachers make more than just public school kids, considering they're raising people to save them. So,
Probably.
Maybe private school still ain't that much more.
Deku's probably supporting
Still
his
ain't that
mom
much-
now. He probably still lives with his
Yes.
mom. Let's be honest. And there's nothing wrong with that because
I
he's a
don't think
mama's
so.
boy.
Yo, wait. Is there really just
True.
nothing to like, there's no information about Deku's pops? We just supposed to be like that's just not a factor?
they
He's
said
gone.
they were reveal him, and they never did. Like Horiko, she said he was like, "Yeah, he's coming." You lie, you liar.
You
Never
lie.
showed up.
Let me
Oh,
read some of the comments before we go into the next page. Let's see. When they animate the cherry blossom in Deku's monologue, I'm gonna cry. That's from Serena. And then said, "Oh, All Might. He always believed in him." Let's see. Genesis said, "Hold up. All Might is alive. That's wild."
That's what we're saying,
Serena.
bro.
Sarita back. He literally should have been dead. Half his stomach was gone. Those dang memes.
That's what I'm saying.
And then last comment from Genesis. Agree. Man been spitting out blood from what I remember. This man Horiko taking lessons from Oda about killing off characters. Oh god, let's not even start with the problems with One Piece with that shit. That's cooked. All right, let's get into this next chapter. Next page. Oh, it's the
Next
last page.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we
Damn,
see
that's it?
Hawks and look, we see Hawks. He's sitting at a desk. And he says, "More time to kill than ever? I wonder." Traffic's all backed up because of the landslide on Warstar Road, requesting heroes who can respond. And as they jump up, Deku looks back, Shigaraki's ghost looking up at him. This is the tale of how we'll keep reaching out to help for all time. And we see the full page spread of all our Class 1A heroes in their new pro hero outfits, which I love.
See,
I love
you
it.
you say
My
that.
babies.
You say that new pro hero outfits, but let's be honest, they're the same.
There's like 6
No,
or 7 of them is about
no,
different.
Minor tweaks, bro. Minor.
No, there's
tweaks.
a lot of there's a lot of differences. Which you gotta
Homie
think
with the
about it.
tail got
You
a
like
jacket.
your
That's
pro
it.
hero.
Nah, his
He's
jacket go
all
hard.
black before
That jacket, go hard,
jacket,
bro.
and he has fur, and he has headphones. His is completely different. His
He
is
was
the
wearing a
only one that's
karate gi
completely
last
different.
time. His shit was ass. Before.
Yeah,
No, agreed.
Yeah.
His is completely different. But literally everyone else's is the same except for Momo. They covered up her cleavage, and that's
Lie.
it.
I can go
Shinzo
through right
grew
now.
his hair out.
Uraraka, Shinzo did grow his hair out, and he got a
What?
super long scarf this time.
Who?
That's one.
You did not
Shinzo?
just say Uraraka.
Uraraka?
Uraraka looks exactly the same,
Uraraka?
my G.
No, actually, no, wrong. First off, her headpiece different. Her headpiece is bigger,
Barely.
these
Why does
things,
she
and
even need a
a lot bigger.
headpiece?
Okay.
That's
You know what?
all right. Well, that's one.
Kimmy,
That's
you win.
one.
If you're gonna
Two,
point
she
out,
has-
if you're gonna point out one piece of like new clothing, you win.
Let me finish. Okay.
No. You're gonna
So,
mention
hold
Bakugo's
up.
rat tails?
So one, listen. One, she got 1 and 2. Second of all, she has this piece on her neck that looks like Deku's old mask. That's 2. 3, on her little cuff thing on her wrist, she now has those jet spikes so she can like grapple onto buildings and throw herself. So 3 differences right there. Boom, boom.
Didn't she have the rope things before?
She literally used them.
Not in the
in
beginning.
the final war. She
Not in
literally
the
was using them.
Not in the
We talking
beginning.
about from the
But,
final war,
Okay.
not the. Oh.
bro, 8 years,
Well, they're
Kimmy.
improved. Okay, but still, 2 things
else?
are definitely different, and especially with the Deku rep.
So,
Bakugo's
I mean,
gauntlets
Deku's
are
is-
different.
The slimmer. They're more.
Yeah,
they're more
Deku's all
narrow.
different.
Froppy, same.
going
Don't you, I don't
in-
want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing about Froppy.
Froppy's is different completely.
Denki. What?
Um,
Did you what? No.
Are you gaslighting
Kimmy.
us?
Kimmy. Yo.
Are you gaslighting us?
what? No,
You
I
think
said Froppy's
Froppy's-
is the same.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
It's the same.
That's not what you said. though.
Froppy's is
That's,
the same.
that's not what
Nah,
you said.
we gotta
though.
run back the tape, bro.
Comments. Tell us in the comments below.
I'm kidding.
You had me
All right,
bugged.
no, Froppy's is
for
the
a
same.
sec.
She's the only one. Mineta has headphones now. That's unnecessary. I don't know why he has that.
It's the same reason why Uraraka got
Denki.
headphones. Denki looks the same.
Denki has these like lightning things on the side now.
So he has
So,
headphones.
I mean, everybody got headphones. I guess it's communication. Who knows? He got. He still got his slutty little choker.
Sugar
That's
boy,
what matters.
Sugar Man at the top. He looked like he a little more Aki.
Yeah.
I don't know his
Ooh,
name.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
what's his
just
name?
forgot.
Look fucking Shinzo looked fucking epic in the back though. Even though you could barely see him.
He looked fire. I've seen like 10 different fan arts of him alone today.
Yeah.
Like Pro Hero Shinzo, amazing.
They didn't even show Shoto because they didn't do nothing with him. He
Shoto's-
looks the same.
No, it
Yeah,
looked like his
his
chest
was
is a
the
little
most-
different.
His
I
hair
don't know.
shorter, chest.
He
a
put him in the
little out,
background
but, like,
because
outfit
Horikoshi
wise.
was like, I'm too sick for this. I'm too tired.
I mean, to be fair, like let's not act like Shoto had like the most fire outfit already to begin with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
Like bro, shit.
Tentacle.
His shit looked like the fucking uniform they used during the tournament shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really. My girl Mina though, she looking different. She got new cuffs on her arms. She got her hair long. She got her
Mina. Oh, the
her horns
cuffs.
are big and long.
That's
Yeah,
it.
she
Everyone
has
just
cuffs on her.
everyone just forgot to get a haircut and got a couple of accessories.
You're so mean.
That's it.
Todoroki's hair got shorter.
Yo. All right.
Yeah.
Todoroki's hair is shorter, and Ojiro's hair got shorter.
Yeah, and then he
Okay,
covered up.
But
What's her name?
Can we talk about Ciro's little mustache? He's never beaten the Hispanic allegations.
Bro, how y'all even peep his mustache through that? Those just look like dots. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Someone
Yo.
pointed it out to me, so
I think Mineta has a little soul patch thing going on too. If I'm clocking it
Yeah,
now.
if I'm clocking it. Yo, him with a soul patch? Ugh.
Dirty,
Ugh.
creepy.
Ugh, brother.
Even Momo got headphones now. No. They literally gave everyone headphones.
Everybody,
Like,
they joined
why?
it. Yo, they did. W's in the shot. They talking in the chat.
What?
They got the headphones for the chat. Oh, bro, they did the Invisible Girl grimy. They couldn't just show her like grow up a little bit. They just put her gloves.
I was like, "Where are her shoes?
All
She's
that
not even
time
shoes."
showing her flicker and her powers acting up, and y'all couldn't just get. Come on, that's
Hate to see it.
A half and half. Her disappearing, like in the process of being invisible.
That
No,
would've been
just
cool.
straight up.
nah. Bro,
would've been
deadass
cool.
said, nah.
Just straight up.
He said my wrist hurt. I got carpal tunnel.
It's just this panel. It's cool to see them, but I feel like I had so much potential. Oh, Ida, I forgot about Ida. He looks the same.
He just has his helmet on.
He's
Can't-
he's
little
got
spikier.
bigger helmet. That's really it's a little spikier, a little different, more angular.
He's basically a Gundam.
I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see him. I want to see this in full color. I want to see this.
I mean,
Yo, I will
this
say-
animated is probably gonna look way like cooler. You know what I mean? We may see more detail
For
than we
sure.
realized. Like just reading this.
I will say the way Shoto is like next to Deku, so happy that he's there. I don't know. I see something there. That's why Uraraka's not next to him.
You
Yo,
know,
look-
people are already. I already saw people like. Listen, okay. People were saying like, "Yo, where's Baku's arm, huh? It's around Uraraka." I was like,
Oh shit!
"I want to do
Horikoshi.
the best."
Listen, the whole time we can do it because they're adults now. At least I feel comfortable doing it because they're adults now.
Yeah,
I
facts.
am
Everyone's
not-
like,
I-
"We're out of the chains. We're out of chains."
Now they're adults now. Before, because I'm just not a shipper. It's just not something unless it's a slice of life. Like I watch shit like Rent a Girlfriend, so I have no problem watching shit that includes that type of content. But I'm never really a shipper when it comes to shonen. But the fact that Horikoshi hinted at this shipping from like season 1 of Deku and Uraraka, and just nothing.
This might be why. This might be it.
I mean, you gotta think about it. People you flirted and talked with, had crushes with in high school, isn't necessarily who you end up with.
Yo,
in life.
this
I'm
is
just
manga and anime, bro. We know how this
I
works.
know, but honestly, I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. Like
I'm
for
not
me,
mad about it because I've never seen
personally-
Shoto look happier.
You're right. You're not wrong. You ain't wrong. He's looking.
I always like
directly at
Shoto more
Deku
than
like the light of his
Uraraka
eye.
anyway.
I just think I agree with Danny, but I know there's a lot of people that was very upset, like in actuality of like Uraraka and Deku never had like a moment and all that stuff, and like they never ended up together. This is not. I don't know. I'm not mad about it. I personally think that Toga and Uraraka had like a moment, and that kind of shook her. Like bisexual awakening. Like,
Oh my!
what does this mean for me?
That is not a plot point though, bro. Oda.
It's not.
Horikoshi.
It's not.
Like that's headcanon. That's headcanon.
Yeah. No, this is
Horikoshi.
theories. This is all
Horikoshi.
theories.
We can't theorize no more. Series over. Series done. There's no more theories. Horikoshi for chapters upon chapters upon chapters, had these two have so much tension. Had this girl acting like she was Hinata from Naruto, kind of afraid to give her feelings. Like this whole like tug of war triangle relationship with Toga, and if the character's bisexual, it means nothing. But why do the work? If you're gonna put the work in and give all that effort and then give me nothing from it, then don't give it to me at all.
That's fair. I agree. No, it's a tease. Like literally 430 chapters of Uraraka staring off at Deku like, oh, my heart, I don't know what I'm feeling, blah, blah, blah. And everyone calling it out like, Uraraka, are you in love with Deku? Like,
yeah.
And I'm not, and that's not me dismissing. I don't mean to sound dismissive of the possibility of her sexuality being that. That's not what it is here. It's just a matter of like just what I read for 430 chapters was that this was a thing.
Mm-hmm. No, you're so right.
And she's not even next to him. She's not even next to him. Not even eye level.
That trauma bonding really got them to separate, huh?
Yeah.
You know, they're definitely in the group chat. They're definitely besties in the group chat.
Yeah, the friend zone. Bro got friend zone and he peaked in high school.
I will say this, since they're again adults now. Horikoshi, is it me or did he draw Uraraka a little
I told you.
Oh yes. He thicker. He thicker, yeah. She thicker.
She wasn't like that. That's why Bakugo got his arms around her. Well, particularly her because
she's looking like a whole meal right now. Like she's thick now.
He didn't need to draw her thighs like that.
All right. I mean, so let's start to close out this. Let's start to close out this stream. How do you guys feel overall about the chapter?
Kimmy?
Followed by your rating out of 10.
Okay, bittersweet ending. It did tie up a lot of loose ends. Not enough, obviously, because there's questions that we would have loved to see, like essentially, what happened to Dabi? Where's Deku's father? Things like that. What are they doing in the future aside from this? But overall, for considering this was all, I would say, kind of rushed, considering everything and like his health or Koshi's health just deteriorating. I think this was pretty solid. I want to give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay. Danny, how you feeling?
Again, just a lot of missed opportunities. I feel like if you're going to give us a 5-chapter epilogue, do something with it. This 8-year time skip should have happened 3 chapters ago to really like not have us over here wanting more. I feel like a lot of time thinking back on it now was like wasted in that epilogue. But it is what it is. Overall, I feel like I'll give the series a 7 out of 10. And that's me being generous.
Okay. I mean, I kind of echo the same statements as both of you guys. I feel like we said most of my thoughts kind of going through. Like, I think the series is still a really, really good, shonen. I don't think that it's the best thing ever, but not everything needs to be the best thing ever all the time. I think 430 chapters is nothing to scoff at. This is probably the last time in manga that we will see something last this long. We see so many other series right now that's just as popular as this, either on its way ending, already ended, like Demon Slayer, and Attack on Titans as well over this like the past couple years. But do I have my issues? It's been up and down. I think the series was fantastic, kind of those first couple arcs. That's why I was really, really in love with it. And that middle portion, kind of into these last couple beats of the war, But the chapter overall for this, it was solid. It showed all the information it needed to, but like you said, I wish it was spread out a little bit further to kind of see, I don't know, maybe what a day in the life of Deku working at the school was. Or like maybe seeing them actually perform some hero work a little bit to maybe see how their powers may have progressed over the 8 years. I'm somewhere more leaning towards Danny, where I'm like kind of giving a 7 out of 10, which is like still not bad. Like mid is 5, right? And 7, I think I was a C student, so that's passing to B.
Above average.
So let me read a couple of last chats before we say our deuces for this series and this stream. Do you guys use My Anime List to track all the anime you have watched? No, we have a Google
No.
Doc that we barely update.
I use my anime list. I use that. I need to keep it updated a little bit more. I haven't touched it in a few months, but I usually do. I like went through and I did that, so it does help. But you're right. We also need to update that Google Doc because I don't think I've touched it since we first made it. So
Word.
lots
And
of
then,
new stuff to add on there.
Torkin said, "R.I.P. Izuchaku ship." Cooked.
Yeah.
What could have been.
It's over. The ship that never was.
And then Genesis has the last 3 comments, so I'll read through those. Damn, even in Naruto, they had some of the kids died. Well, one, R.I.P. Neji, you died for nothing. Then Genesis then followed up and came at my life. Bruh, how are you still sane after watching / reading Rent a Girlfriend? That show is the definition of infuriating. You're not wrong. And you are right for saying what you are saying to me. But I am excited for season 4 that just got announced.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
It's such a stupid concept, but I just keep coming back.
It's okay, bro. It's okay.
And then last comment. Overall opinion of MHA, I give it a G. Oh, good riddance. Oh, awesome final chapter review with you guys though. Damn, damn, Kimmy, you gotta defend your honor.
That's crazy. It's so much better. Now, if you gave it up halfway through after Endeavor and you didn't even read the rest of it, you can't say nothing.
Yeah.
You gotta go through it first.
Cool.
But actually, I want to ask you guys' opinion on one question before we leave.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine actually say that he would have preferred if Deku never got the suit and he would have just stayed powerless and be a teacher as his last ending. He says that he thinks it would have been like a good sacrifice. Like he got out and he sacrificed that part of him. And like, this is what he gave up, you know, like he gave that up in order to save everybody. And so if he would have just kept normal, that would have been like a good ending for him. That he thinks. That's his opinion. What do you guys think on that?
No, I disagree. I'm glad he got the suit. You know, Horikoshi like laid the groundwork for something like that to even be possible. I think at the end of the day, he put in his time as a teacher. We don't know how long he was a teacher for. Yeah. I mean, if he was 16 and he graduated, he's probably been a teacher for like a couple of years. I mean, the pandemic happened too, so
the pandemic happened.
So I mean, you know, Deku's probably paid his dues. And we don't even know like the capabilities of this suit, you know, like for all we know, it just means that he can jump pretty high.
Nah, it's the same suit All Might had.
I mean, you know, whatever. I'm happy to see it.
Yeah, I mean, it's earned. Like you said, they kind of showed it while showing All Might using it, so it wasn't out of nowhere. Plus, I think it would have been like too depressing if like everybody was still able to do hero work and like Deku Deadass was just a teacher. Like I think like
100%.
that's leaning into too cynical. That's like too cynical at that point. Like I get it. It's more realistic maybe, but this is still like shonen. This ain't like Berserk or Attack on Titan.
I'm just glad that like the embers of One for All actually did disappear, because I think that would have been lame if he's like was still able to keep something. But giving him this suit really like solidified that for me. Like, okay, good. He lost One for All, but he has this suit. He can still do a little something with that. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start to close. We'll close out this stream. Since this is your first time streaming, Kimmy, how did it feel?
It's cool. I like it. It's fun. I feel like, you know, we're talking with, you know, a fun group of friends. Everyone who wants to join us, you know. So this is a good time. So we'll do again.
Yeah, agreed.
Plus, we don't have to worry about time for the podcast because we can just stay on one topic, and that's the point.
That's it.
There you go. You're right.
But thank you guys again. Thank you for everybody who came through to the stream. We really appreciate you guys. It's sad to see My Hero end. This is the end of a chapter for sure. But, you know, this doesn't mean we will not be doing more live streams. Obviously, me and Danny will continue to be doing One Piece stuff on here, having different guests there. I'm still trying to catch up on JJK. So hopefully me and Kimmy
My
can
guy.
join Danny on trying to, you know, do these streams for JJK chapters as they come out. Granted, I know I'm stupid, so I'm gonna have a hard time understanding the powers in JJK reading it. So, but I'm here.
You're
for
not
vibes.
the only one.
I'm here for the vibes. But thank you guys again. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Leave us with a like. Leave us with a comment. Let us know your thoughts on the finale of My Hero Academia. So, on that note, y'all, enjoy your life, y'all.
Peace.